Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Josh.
And I'm Emily.
And as you've seen by the title, we have bought land in northern Idaho. We're really excited to share this with you guys. We've been here for the better part of a month now, and we've been fighting rain, cold, snow.
Blackberries.
Definitely a lot of blackberries. And it's been a whole lot of fun. My parents have been out here for a little while. Yeah, we've done a lot of work.
But we're excited to share this property with you because this property is kind of where all of our projects lead to. So while we have been at the property, we have slowly been getting our bus closer and closer to the property as we improved the driveway. So now we are finally parked on the property in the bus, and the semi trucks are going to be bringing all of our materials from South Dakota to here.
Yeah, we're going to be finishing the semi truck this fall and hopefully getting it ready to haul all of the rest of our stuff out here. We're definitely missing a lot of things right now, like table saw, miter box, a whole bunch of stuff. My parents might bring a load out with their enclosed trailer, hopefully, because I don't think we'll get to it this summer.
We do have a lot of hand tools to get us by from having them on the bus for maintenance purposes. So we do have enough to get us by to get a lot of projects started.
In just the first month of being here, we have improved our driveway access. We've cleared our driveway so we can actually fit the bus in.
All because we got a backhoe.
Yes, we got a backhoe. That was a story in itself. You'll see that later. We have cleaned up our pole barn. It had a lot of weeds and blackberries and other stuff in it. And then we raised the pole barn up.
Thank goodness your parents were here, but that is gonna be a whole episode, I guarantee it.
Yep.
Because that was an exciting time.
Yes, it was very fun to do, but it was very nerve-wracking. I'm so thankful my parents were here. We needed more muscle.
Thank goodness we've done a practice one on the bus, because we did the exact same philosophy, just on a larger scale on the shop.
Yep. So we got that done. We've done a whole bunch of grading around the shop and clearing. We've definitely used our pruners a whole bunch and our little chainsaw. We have done a lot of work in the last month. I can't wait to share the rest of the property with you guys. There's way more to this property than just this view. There's a year-round creek on it. There's a whole bunch of roads that we need to improve. There's a lot of old growth timber, really cool stuff on this property. Yeah, we're just scratching the surface in this video, but yeah, we can't wait to bring you guys along with us.
Yeah, so how we chose this property was that since we were in the bus, we were able to kind of explore and figure out where we wanted to be, since we didn't have a whole lot of routes tying us to South Dakota. So as we were doing that, we just kind of explored, and then we found Idaho and all of its beauty, and so we decided this would be a pretty nice place to live. And then once we kind of narrowed it down from there, then we found this property, which just had such a perfect blank canvas for us, which is why we're excited about it.
Yes, I am so grateful that we found this. It feels like a hidden gem for us. It's not only in a great place, but the people around us are so nice, and our neighbors are amazing.
And it's about 2 growing zones warmer than back home in South Dakota, so I'm excited about that.
And there aren't any cornfields nearby.
Truth, that made the criteria of what our property needed to have.
Yes. This summer will also be a very busy summer for us. We have a lot of projects upcoming. My parents got a sawmill, so we have to get that set up and start milling some trees.
Because that was your dad's childhood dream, to always have a sawmill, but it was never practical because he grew up in Minnesota and then they moved to South Dakota, and neither place had a surplus of trees that needed milled.
Yep. So we have a ton of trees to cut down for the plans we have for this place, and using them the best way we can with the sawmill will be awesome, and we'll get a whole bunch of lumber out of it in the end. So that's one project. We have to get that set up in a spot that's protected because it's in a very good condition and we want to keep it undercover.
And it's electric.
Yes, it's electric, so we have to get a service brought in for that. Thankfully, this property has power run to it, so we can get that set up. And we're also going to have to trench in 500 feet of primary service and get ready for a transformer from this building, because yeah, we're going to get power brought into the building area, and then we can hook up for shore power for the bus when we need it.
Because right now the property line is where the power ends. So we will have to get it from the property line to the shop.
Yeah, we're literally the end of the line for the power. So yeah, we're very thankful it's here.
But it's not super critical for us at this exact moment because the bus does have solar on the roof. So we are self-sufficient in that way. So that leads us to another project in that how the bus is not self-sufficient is that we need water. We are still consuming water. We do use it very minimally. We're probably operating at about 100 gallons or so about every week.
Yeah, a little less than that.
So for now, since the bus is parked at the property and it's quite a jaunt up and down mountains to get to us, we have been trekking it with the Jeep. So we have a water bladder within the Jeep that we can fill up and transport water from town to the bus versus having to drive the bus everywhere. So also coming up as future projects, we'll be figuring out how to get water, how to filter water, what we're gonna do with the water after we've used it as part of a septic plan. Yep. So be sure to stay tuned.
Yeah, we already have some IBC totes bought that are food grade so we can store some water in it. And we also have access to the creek, which its headwaters are less than a mile away and it's very clean as far as creek water goes. So we might figure out a way to draw that, but it is very hard to get to and quite a trek. It's probably easier going the 14 or 15 miles to town to get water than to get it from the bottom of the property. At
least at this point, because there is so much clearing to do between here and there.
Yep. Yeah, there's a logging road that goes from the top of the property down to the bottom. We need to improve that. We need to clear it so we can actually fit like the backhoe and the Jeep down the trail. Right now it's so overgrown that you'd probably only be able to get down with a dirt bike. So to clear it, there's some really steep portions of the trail. Hopefully we have some tools coming that we can start grading out that trail and getting it more vehicle friendly and maybe even like camper RV friendly in the future. So yeah, and we also have the main driveway to the house, which we need to work on.
And that's fast. That's coming up quick because we have friends coming. So we have barely gotten the bus and Josh's parents' RV in and out. They've already left us by this point. We've been here about a month, but we do have more friends coming in a couple weeks. So we want to make sure that with their longer back ends that they don't drag or have any issues getting in our driveway. So we're gonna have to do a little bit more grading.
Yep, at the beginning, the Jeep could barely get up the first little incline when it was slick with snow. We were able to get the bus and their RV up after I did some minor grading, but there's still quite a bit of grading I want to do to the driveway to get it basically a 4 seasons driveway. Right now, it's probably only 3 seasons.
Yep.
So we listed a whole bunch of projects. There's so much that we didn't mention that we're also working on. So I'd recommend that you guys subscribe to the channel. That way you can follow along with us on this whole journey.
And you won't miss anything.
Yeah, you won't miss anything that way.
This property has enough projects for us to last a lifetime, and that's why we fell in love with it. So if you love projects as much as us, definitely click that subscribe button and stay tuned.